Hello, I thought I'd share with you some information about a bicycle I purchased for myself this weekend. This is the Pedego Comfort Cruiser. I purchased this because at the age of 54 I wanted to go back cycling again, having not cycled for 36 years. I was 19 when I last rode a bike, and I thought, was I being silly? So what I did, I researched bikes. Now, having had both my hips replaced and having spinal injuries and dodgy knees, arthritis, I was concerned that I wouldn't be able for it, that it would be too much for my joints. However, I looked at e-bikes. Now, e-bikes are electric bikes. However, they don't just go. You have to pedal. So this is a power-assisted bicycle, a pedal-assisted bike, and what happens is it enables you, when you're about to start off, when you've got that push down. Now, with this hip, I have a lot of problems, so pushing down like that would be very difficult for me and would sort of compound the pain that I already get in this hip. So what I did, I learned that I just have to pull a throttle here. There's a little throttle here on the handle. I just pull it very gently and it takes off just like that, and I'm able to put my feet on the pedals and take over pedalling. And that's what you do. The more of an incline you're going up, you increase the the pedal assistance by increasing it to different levels. You've got 1 through to 5. At 5, that's if you've got steep hills. You can just keep pedalling at your cruising rate and it brings you nice and smoothly up a hill. Because of the laws here in our country, we can't have the cruising set like they can in America, where you can just throttle on and let the bike take you with very little power pedalling input whatsoever. This one, you have to pedal and you can only go up to a certain speed. And I have to say, it really is easy. My fear was I wouldn't be able to balance on a bike, that maybe I was biting off more than I could chew. So what I did before buying this bike, I had to find a supplier in Ireland, which was very difficult at first because this is an American bike, and the only suppliers I could find were in America, and there was one in the UK. And after researching, I found City View wheels in Cork. This is owned by Patrick Murray. And so I emailed him and sent him a whole load of questions, and he very speedily replied. What I liked about it, there was no forcing you to buy. There was no pushy salesmanship. What I did get was a lot of advice and help. And I had to take it upon myself. Before Patrick would just say, right, okay, yeah, I'll gladly take your money and sell you a bike. Patrick said, research this. Come down to Cork and ride one of our bikes before you buy it, just to make sure it's for you. Well, with lockdown and I'm in Wicklow and Patrick was in Cork, it just wasn't feasible. So Patrick gave me the name Lazy Bike Tours in Dublin. And so I contacted them and I told them what I was looking for. Could they advise me, because they use the Pedego bikes on their lazy bike tours. I explained about the back and hip issues, and they couldn't, the gentleman I spoke to couldn't have been any more helpful if he'd tried, and explained to me how this would probably suit all my needs more than other e-bikes. I like the vintage look. The vintage look is something I wanted, but this is also very easily, you can step through it very easily to the others, to get onto the bike. It's a very strong stand on it. It is a strong bike. I'm not going to pretend I'm not, but I am a big person. I'm a heavy person, and losing weight is my priority. And I wanted to do this, like I say, with sort of low impact, because I find as much as I do go walking, I can manage about 5 miles before my back packs in and my hips hurt. And I do get an awful lot of problems with my back. And so I thought, would this do that, cause any more problems? And no, it doesn't. I can sit on this because I'm at this sort of upright position. You're perfect for your back. Your hips come out at an angle, your legs come out at an angle because the pedals are slightly a bit forward, and you're sitting in a much more natural position when you're pedaling. And the fact that you do have this facility where you can just turn the throttle and take off, it makes riding the bike so much easier. You're getting the exercise, but you're getting that help when it's needed. I found that I'd like to say I was worried about balance, but as they say, once you've ridden a bike, you don't forget. That's very, very true. But getting back to Patrick advised me on all aspects of this bike. And once I had researched it, I got back in touch with him and said, well, Patrick, that's the way, this is the bike I want to go with. Now, he does sell other brands of e-bikes, but this Pedego was what I wanted. And Patrick very kindly delivered it to me on Saturday. Patrick and his wife Helen came up and we had a lovely socially distanced cup of tea here at the door. And Patrick went through the whole lot, going through the little computer here that I will show you in a second, the gears here, the throttle, the battery at the back, and he kindly gave me pannier bags and a lock. So that saved me having to get those, which I was delighted about. It was a lovely bonus. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to just take you a little bit of a close-up so you can see how this operates. Okay, so just pop here with me. I will apologise now for the wobbly camera bits. So underneath this pannier, you can see here, here's my battery. Now, I just have to slide it out. There's a key that I just unlock it with, and I just pull it out and it slides out and I can put it on to charge. So to turn the battery on, so that you've got there's a little button here, as you can see, and you just press that. Now, there's a button here called light, and you can see that can turn my light on and off, and it turns the front one on and off too. But that can be sort of overridden, and you can switch it on as you're cycling from the front. This here shows you the voltage of the battery. Okay, I've still got lots of battery life left there. Let's turn that on. And if we go along here to the front of the bike, here we look a very thick padded seat. Now, many people said to me, aren't you concerned that you're going to be quite painful after cycling so much at the weekend? I said, no, not at all, not a problem. Lovely padded seat. You can see it's a big, strong bike. Lovely, wide, swept-back handlebars. It is 7 gears, Shimano Gears. Okay, you can see that there, so I'm a bit close. Shimano Gears. Now, you press this button here to increase the gears as you're pedalling, or if you want to reduce them, as you're pedalling, you push that up as well, and it goes down. Your brakes, you can glide to a nice standstill, or if you need to come to a sudden halt, pull them, and they stop you on a dime. Now, here we come to the onboard computer, we'll call it. Now, I'm going to just turn the backlight on so that you can see. And when I do that, you can see that little icon there shows us that our lights are on as well, because it also turns our lights on. This here is the level of pedal assisting that you need. So that's 0 at the moment, so no assistance. Very little assistance, and it creeps up to level 5. Okay, it doesn't go past level 5. If you were to take off in anything from level 3 onwards, I would strongly recommend you don't do that, because this is a powerful bike and you will probably wheelie off your drive, hurting yourself in the process. Here, this tells you what I have travelled so far, and it's 36.6 kilometres. Again, full battery, and that is the speed, kilometres per hour that I'm travelling at. Now, underneath here, you have a little rubber case, and you pull that down, and that is to plug in your USB if you want to charge your phone. And to set that, you press set and plus. Press them both. Oops, hold on. Set and plus, and there you go. it's switched on. Okay, so that now is ready. When I get my bracket to hold my phone onto my bike, I can charge it if it starts losing battery. Okay, so basically this is the Pedego, and the series I've got is the Comfort Cruiser, but this Comfort Cruiser is very much like the Interceptor because I actually have a little bit of the what do you call it, suspension there, which you don't really get on most Comfort Cruisers. This is also the more powerful one because of my weight, because that bit heavier. I wanted something that could carry me, and if I needed that a sort of oomph, be able to give it to me. So I went for the larger battery, which is the, I think it's 48 volt, and it is quite powerful. I do like this bike. Like you know, you can see I have done quite a lot of cycling this weekend. I'm just getting ready to go out on another bike ride, and I thought I'd just throw this together. So, you know, if there are people out there like me who would like to get back into bike riding but are concerned about your stamina, concerned about your ability to cycle the bike, I strongly recommend you have a go of one of these. And if you get the chance, get one, because I tell you something, it's really given me a new lease of life and given me a little bit more excitement during this lockdown. So folks, I shall love you and leave you. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I've encouraged some of you out there to take up bike riding. Who knows, you could get a group together and go on a group bike ride. Take care, God bless, speak to you soon, bye now.